the character assassination of Vinicius Jr. So for those of you that don't know what character assassination is, up here's a picture that describes it. But in my words, I will just say it is when people over-exaggerate or take everything you do and make it extra extreme. And that is something I've been seeing all over social media when it comes to Vinny Jr. And ever since the Ballon d'Or of 2024 occurred, in which many thought he was robbed, including me, think he was robbed. And ever since they've been trying to make this guy look worse than he actually is. And I'm going to show you this full clip of Gary Neville talking to a podcaster. And I would love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments. Please leave it in the comments.
I'm delighted Rodri has won the Ballon d'Or. I'm delighted it's gone to a player who has contributed week in, week out consistently in such a high level for his club and his country, winning the European Championship. They weren't favourite, by the way. They were nowhere near favourites for winning the Euro, Spain. But he's absolutely immense, and he's immense for Manchester City last season. Now, I can understand people in Madrid and people in Brazil being upset that their boy hasn't won it because he's a special talent. I feel in doing what they've done, to disrespect Rodri in the way in which they have, I think it naturally does that. I think it's absolutely outrageous.
Vinicius Jr. flew over a bunch of his family from Brazil. Super arrogant. Set up 2 parties. One in Paris after the event, like booked a place, organised it. One in Madrid for when he returned home as the #1. I mean, the arrogance is off the scale. I actually think he should now be disqualified for the arrogance. Gary, is so outrageous. And then you see Rodri with his acceptance speech and everything he said about how he's winning this for the likes of Iniesta and Xavi and all the Spanish players who never got to win it. You just think the difference is it's actually gross what he did.
Vinicius is a special talent. He's amazing. He's going to win it one day, I'm sure. But the idea that you try and take the glory away and sort of pull the sort of spotlight away from a player who is, I get it, he's a fans player, he's a player's player, he's somebody who will be respected all around the world and a good man. I just think he's classless. I agree with you completely.
I don't even know where to begin with this. First of all, Gary Neville, I think he's completely wrong on this. And I believe, and I know what they are doing. I think UEFA totally paid them to say this. You can see his genuine hate when she says arrogant. And the arguments they were making don't make sense to me. Saying he's arrogant for flying his family over to France. I don't understand that whatsoever. But I can see a pattern here. It seems like all of the media companies, all of the podcasters, they all have an agenda against Vinny. They're trying to make him seem like an ultimate villain. Like he just did something completely terrible. Which he just invited his family over to watch the Ballon d'Or. And also planned a few parties, which he expected to win the Ballon d'Or, and you blame him for doing that. As I was watching the clip, I was so confused. I was thinking, where is all of this hate coming from? But back to what I was saying, UEFA definitely paid these people to say this because they are touched, mentally touched, by Real Madrid not showing up to the ceremony. Real Madrid completely, and this is just what I think, they completely took the value of the Ballon d'Or and they just threw it out of the way. Because if the best club in the world and the club that won Club of the Year and a coach who won Coach of the Year don't even show up to get their awards at all, not even one representative, to me it completely devalued the Ballon d'Or. Not to mention, look at this clip here in which they're showing all the Ballon d'Or nominees. This to me was embarrassing. You hear a few claps for Rodri, but then when Vinny shows up, the entire crowd goes on. If you are a viewer of the Ballon d'Or, if you are a first time viewer of the Ballon d'Or, based on the crowd, you're probably thinking Vinny was going to win it. And everyone on the media is trashing Real Madrid at the moment. Even Mats Hummels, I don't know where he came from, but player of Roma right now, but he used to play for Dortmund last season, in which his team got dunked on by 2 Ballon d'Or candidates, Carvalho and Vinny. And he said something that is just so dumb to me. Look at this, what he said. He compared Real Madrid to Trump. I don't know why an American politician is in his head, but I don't even understand the reference. But I just thought that was just weird. But let's talk about one of the most crucial parts to Vinny losing out on the Ballon d'Or, which is class and fair play. So let's look at 2 journalists who spoke out about this. El Salvador journalists. So for those of you that don't know, he's a Barcelona fan. He's been a Barca fan for years. He said he didn't vote for Vinny because Vinny doesn't show class, no respect, all of these things. We're allowing these people to vote. And then the Polish journalist said that he respects Rodri and he chose Rodri because he finished college, because he doesn't have social media. And I just think this is so weird. Are we judging them for football or because they finished college and have no social media? And I personally don't like this because it's clear as day. You can see they want Vinny to submit. They want Vinny to submit to them, not fight racism. They want Vinny to suck up to them. That's why he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. And that's why they have beef with Perez also, because Perez doesn't suck up to the UEFA people. And since we talk about class and fair play, let's look at all of the previous Ballon d'Or award winners. Let's look at Lionel Messi. Do any of these pics and clips show off any class and fair play? Because he won the Ballon d'Or for 2023. He won it for winning the World Cup of 2022. And in that World Cup victory, we saw the most classless moments of Lionel Messi's career. With Emi Martinez, I don't even have to explain this, you already know. He shows zero respect to his opponents. Let's look at Rodri, who choked Gibbs White, and also after he won the Ballon d'Or was singing Vinny Ciao as a joke towards Vinny. Let's look at Gavi, who was the 2022 Golden Boy winner, and you can see in these clips no sign of class and fair play. But remember guys, if this was Vinny, he would not win a single award. This further proves that the only reason Vinny didn't win was because either his skin color, which, when was the last Ballon d'Or winner which was Vinny's skin color? I can't remember. It's also because he plays for Real Madrid. That is the only two reasons why he didn't win. And it also reminds me of Cristiano Ronaldo, because if you've been a fan of Real Madrid and of Cristiano Ronaldo for many years, you would know the media have been pushing hate agendas towards Ronaldo for many years. And we are now seeing that go from Cristiano to Vinny Jr. because Ronaldo is now going to retire. They have to find a new player who they are going to now spread hate agendas to, which is surprisingly and not coincidentally the number 7 of Real Madrid, the future of football, Vinny Jr. But listen, what are your thoughts? Please leave it in the comments. If you disagree with me, tell me there in the comments. If you agree, also leave that in the comments. It's been a tough few weeks for Real Madrid fans, but hopefully against AC Milan things change. But that's it for now. Smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace.
Flew over a bunch of family from Brazil. Super arrogant. Set up 2 parties. One in Paris after the event. Like, booked a place, organised it. One in Madrid, but when he returned home as the number 1. I mean, the arrogance is not for sale. I actually think he should now be like disqualified. But the arrogance, Harry, is so outrageous. And then you see Roger with his acceptance speech and everything he said about how he's winning this for the life of Iniesta and Xavi and all the Spanish players never got to win it. You just think the difference is like, it's actually gross.